Say anything you like about how convoluted Final Fantasy VII was becoming with every new entry, but Advent Children was a good movie. From the exceptional soundtrack to the CGI that still looks amazing after a decade, to the cool action scenes to seeing the characters more human-like. Even the plot, which was confusing and rushed, flows far better if you watch the extra footage from the complete version. Kingsglaive, on the other hand, has nothing going for it besides the CGI and maybe the action if you're not confused by the constant teleporting everybody does every 10 seconds. There is no investment when you begin watching it since it's a prequel to Final Fantasy XV. You don't know any of the characters, you don't care about them, and you're not even going to see most of them again. You're not even going to get a full story like in The Spirits Within, since it's just a prologue for the game. It ends openly with the bad guys winning and you not being satisfied at all, which I guess is the point, so you will head for the game in order to find closure. But let's assume you don't know any of that and you are blindly going in not knowing anything about it. Let's be more objective and imagine the movie as a standalone experience. Do that and be ready to scratch your head every 10 minutes, since it's impossible to follow what is going on. From a magic that seems to work in any way the plot wants it to work, to character motivations that change 3 times over the course of the movie, to war tactics that make no sense. I had no idea what was going on half the time because of the awfully written script. And it's not because everybody was being cryptic or the plot was very subtle. The exposition was in your face and they were info-dumping everything simply enough for even babies to understand what is happening. The leaps in logic were the problem, everybody was constantly jumping to conclusions and the stuff was happening out of screen, constantly messing with the continuity. I couldn't even enjoy the action as mindless entertainment. There was so much debris falling all over the place that I couldn't even see the characters. There was no fluent battle choreography since everybody was teleporting all over the place. There wasn't even good lip sync despite the original version being in English. In general, there are close to no proper transitions or scene compositions. Even the soundtrack was completely forgettable, which is the most memorable thing of Advent Children, although I guess that has more to do with the songs being remakes from the game. That brings us back to the same problem of not caring, because the movie is establishing things instead of expanding them and does a very bad job at it. So you basically waste 2 hours watching a terribly written opening to a video game that it's not even out yet, about the stuff blowing up, characters who are constantly teleporting, and a plot that is never making any sense, before everything ends with an after credits scene where some guys you never saw before are driving in the desert. Great job, you guys! If that is supposed to make me excited for the game, you failed miserably. Advent Children remains the best CGI anime movie of all times, and everybody only anticipates the Final Fantasy VII remake. To hell with this mess that is 15.